Hey everybody. So, on my birthday, I am 43 today. I wanted to tell you a little bit about my universe and a bit more about what I'm doing. So, let's get started. First, I have the first book that I ever wrote, or this the first book that's a part of this series called The Master's Quest. Meet Annabella. Now, in this book, we meet our hero. Now, it's actually the seventh book in the series. I've written this series out of order because when you tell a real story about your life, you don't always go in chronological order, do you? Sometimes you start with the most interesting thing and then move on from there. Maybe you went to a party one day and you met somebody really cool. You don't tell somebody about how you got dressed and how your friend called you. You'll start with, did I tell you about the time that I met such and such superstar? Well, that's where our story starts. Have you met Annabella? And we learn what she's like, what her powers are, how everything works, how her universe works, who she's friends with, what her attitude is about her world and everything that's going on. So, in our first book, she is very well established. She has her powers, she's very good at them, even to the point that she gives somebody else her powers just to see what he'll do with them. She protects some people, and there's a whole big drama that surrounds this company trying to take over the world, and Annabella has to try to figure out how to maybe change some attitudes for the better. The second book is The Dancing City, and here's a bit of the concept art for that. The artist is absolutely masterful, and they just completely blew me away. I mean, that is an entire neighborhood coming down her hand, and this is one of the first pictures that I saw of Terran, the Dancing City. What a beautiful concept. Amazing art. And the second book follows Annabella as she, in her much earlier days, is learning her powers and learning how to have a bit more control. We know that she's going to succeed because we see her far down the line. So it's more a process of watching her path into figuring out what she can do and seeing her go through some of the things that she talks about in book 7. If I was to wish for anything on my birthday, it would be that all of you would check out this series. I'll leave links in my main profile, and I'll probably do my best to leave links in this video. And I really would hope that you would check it out. I have a Discord server specifically for the Master's Quest universe. We talk in there and we hang out. We talk about my process and the characters, and there's a spoiler-free zone where you can talk about the book and what you like without spoiling anything, and then there's places where we can just kind of let it rip and talk about everything, even if it spoils it, because I mean, it is kind of fun to talk about the whole universe and how everything plays together. The universe is vast and the magic system is beautiful, and I think that there's a lot of space for adjacent to canon content. So I would love for people to, I very much invite people to invent their own universes within the Master's Quest universe, using Annabella, using Leo, using the city of Terran, and we don't have to ruin the canon, because we can just have it be adjacent to canon and have it be a thing that might have happened and might as well have happened. So if you have some characters and they're looking for a universe to live in, I invite you to live here. Otherwise, I have book 3 coming soon. I will start writing it soon. The first and second book were written in a few months. So, what I'm really hoping for is that I can get book 3 started and hopefully have it pretty close to being ready to publish before Christmas. Now, we'll have to see where reality takes me. Um, and it's really going to rely quite heavily on whether or not people order the book and enjoy it and take part in our universe and jump into the Discord server and do their best to support me, because um, I really live and thrive on your support. So I hope to see you. I hope you like the universe. I hope you like Leo and Annabella and Lance and Rob and Caleb, Marcel and Justin, the spirits and the universe itself, all the dragons and all these lovely people. There's a lot to see. Yeah. And one more thing that I would love to do that I'd like to tell you about is that I want to have comics and I want to have movies and I want to make a video game series out of it as well. There's a lot to see. Anybody who has actually interacted with my universe can tell you that there is plenty to make game universes and movie universes out of. So there's a lot there, and I hope you enjoy it. I hope you'll check it out. Please feel free to look into the links. Um, I will provide them everywhere that I can. Check me out on Tumblr. I am very much on Tumblr. If you do interact with the universe, I invite you to join my Discord group. Um, we are very active and happy there. And otherwise, um, I'm wishing myself a happy birthday. And my gift to myself is to advertise, because I'm very bad at that. So I'm trying to do my best to actually get better at telling people about my book series and um, actually letting people know that it exists and that it's here and that I welcome you to try it. As far as I can tell, everybody who has checked the book series out has loved it, whether they're reading from book 1 or book 7 or book 2. So, yeah, I'm really excited to get the rest of this series out, and I'm also really excited to see what you think. Thank you for checking it out. Thank you for listening. I'll talk to you later. Bye.